Buying a home is a big decision, one that comes with a lot of excitement, anticipation, and, let's be honest, a fair share of nerves. For many people, it's not just about finding a place to live. It's about creating a space where memories will be made, where families will grow, and where futures will be built. In fact, buying a home is probably one of the biggest financial and emotional commitments you'll ever make in your life. It's a journey that involves careful planning, research, and a lot of important choices along the way. You're not just buying four walls and a roof, you're investing in your future, your security, and your peace of mind. Every detail matters, from the neighborhood you choose to the layout of the home itself. And when it comes to manufactured homes, one thing that significantly impacts that investment, often more than people realize, is the foundation your home sits on. It's not just a technical detail, it's a crucial factor that can shape your entire homeownership experience. Many people don't realize that the type of foundation a manufactured home sits on can dramatically affect their financing options, insurance, and even the long-term value of their property. We're talking about the difference between getting a traditional mortgage with lower interest rates and more flexible terms, or being limited to higher-cost loans that can add up over the years. The wrong foundation could mean higher monthly payments, more restrictions, and less financial freedom. It can even affect your ability to refinance or sell your home in the future. Why does this matter? It's simple. The foundation is the base upon which your entire investment rests, literally and financially. A permanent foundation means your manufactured home is considered real property, just like a site-built house. This distinction opens doors to better financing, more security, and greater long-term value. This opens up a world of advantages, including better loan terms, lower interest rates, and more options for building equity over time. Plus, a solid foundation can help your home increase in value as the years go by, making it a smarter investment for you and your family. So, before you jump into the exciting world of manufactured home ownership, let's lay down a solid foundation of knowledge about foundations themselves. Understanding your options now can help you avoid costly mistakes later. Trust me, understanding this key difference can save you money, protect your investment, and spare you a lot of headaches down the road. The right foundation isn't just about supporting your home, it's about supporting your dreams for years to come. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a permanent foundation? It's a term you'll hear a lot if you're considering buying a manufactured home, and it's one of the most important factors in turning your dream of homeownership into a reality. But what does it really mean, and why does it matter so much? In simple terms, a permanent foundation is a specially designed structure that supports the weight of your home and permanently affixes it to the land beneath it. This isn't just a slab of concrete, it's a carefully engineered system that ensures your home is stable, secure, and built to last for generations. But there's more to it than just physical support. Having a permanent foundation actually changes the legal status of your home. It's not just about keeping your home level, it's about transforming how your home is viewed in the eyes of the law and the financial world. Think of it this way, a manufactured home without a permanent foundation is often considered personal property, much like a car, a boat, or even a recreational vehicle. It's something that can be moved, bought, and sold without the same regulations as a traditional house. Because it's mobile, it doesn't fall under the same rules as real estate. This means it's subject to different taxes, insurance requirements, and even different types of loans, often with higher interest rates and shorter terms. But when you install a permanent foundation, everything changes. Your home becomes part of the land itself, and it's now considered real property, just like a site-built house. This upgrade not only increases your home's value, but also opens the door to a whole new world of financial opportunities. This distinction is absolutely crucial when it comes to financing your home. Lenders look at homes on permanent foundations as much safer, more stable investments because they're not going anywhere. When your home is on a permanent foundation, lenders are far more likely to offer you traditional mortgage products, with better terms and more flexibility. They see your home as a long-term asset, not just a temporary dwelling. This translates into better loan options, lower interest rates, and longer repayment periods, just like you'd find with traditional site-built homes. You'll have access to more competitive rates, which can save you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And who doesn't love saving money on their mortgage? With a permanent foundation, you're not just investing in a house, you're building a future, gaining financial security, and taking a major step toward true homeownership. Let's talk numbers, because when it comes to buying a home, Understanding the financial side is just as important as finding the perfect place to live. The choices you make now can have a huge impact on your wallet for years to come. For many families, the dream of homeownership starts with a conversation around the kitchen table, weighing options and crunching numbers. But what often gets overlooked is how the foundation of your manufactured home can shape your entire financial future. When you choose to place your manufactured home on a permanent foundation, you're not just making a construction decision, you're opening the door to a whole new world of financing opportunities. Suddenly, you become eligible for conventional mortgages, which are the gold standard in home loans. These conventional loans are the same ones that have helped millions of homeowners build equity and stability over generations. They come with competitive interest rates, lower monthly payments, and longer repayment periods, which can save you thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars, over the life of your loan. But what happens if your manufactured home isn't on a permanent foundation? In that case, your financing options shrink dramatically. You may find yourself limited to chattel loans, which are designed for personal property rather than real estate. Chattel loans can help you get into a home, but they often come with a catch: higher interest rates, shorter repayment terms, and less flexibility. Over time, this means you could end up paying much more in interest, and your monthly payments might be higher than you expected. Why is there such a big difference? It all comes down to risk. Lenders see homes on permanent foundations as safer, more stable investments. That security translates into better loan terms, more options, and greater peace of mind for you as a homeowner. So, when you think about a permanent foundation, remember, it's not just about concrete and steel, it's about laying the groundwork for your financial security, building long-term wealth, and giving your family a stable place to call home for generations to come. In the world of real estate, knowledge is power. One of the biggest mistakes people make when buying a manufactured home is assuming it qualifies for a conventional mortgage without checking the foundation situation. Don't just take someone's word for it, always verify. Another common mistake is not fully understanding the long-term implications of having a home without a permanent foundation. While it might seem like a good idea initially, especially if you're on a tight budget, remember that it could limit your financing options and potentially affect the home's resale value down the line. Remember, buying a home is a major investment, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. Take the time to ask questions, do your research, and make sure you understand exactly what you're getting into before signing on the dotted line. Don't worry, figuring out if a manufactured home is on a permanent foundation is not as complicated as you might think. Here's a step-by-step guide to put your mind at ease. First, ask the seller for any documentation they have regarding the foundation. This could include permits, inspections, or engineering reports. Next, check your local building department or assessor's office. They should have records of the property, including information about the foundation. And if you're still unsure, it's always a good idea to hire a qualified home inspector or structural engineer to assess the foundation and provide a professional opinion. Remember, having a clear understanding of the foundation situation is essential for securing the right financing and making an informed decision about your investment. The good news is that there are loan options available for both scenarios: manufactured homes with and without permanent foundations. Let's break down some of the most common ones. For homes with a permanent foundation, you have a few solid choices. Conventional mortgages are the most common type of mortgage and offer competitive interest rates and terms. There are also FHA loans, which are backed by the Federal Housing Administration. These are a great option if you have a lower credit score or a smaller down payment. And then, for eligible veterans, Virginia loans offer favorable terms and often require no down payment at all. Now, for homes without a permanent foundation, chattel loans are specifically designed for personal property, including manufactured homes in this category. While they may have higher interest rates, they can provide a financing solution when other options just aren't available. Chattel loans can be a lifeline for those looking to buy a manufactured home without a permanent foundation. They work a bit differently than traditional mortgages. Instead of using the land and home as collateral, the loan is secured by the home itself, much like a car loan. While chattel loans can provide access to financing, it's essential to keep in mind that they usually come with higher interest rates and shorter repayment terms compared to conventional mortgages. This means your monthly payments might be higher, and you'll end up paying more interest over the life of the loan. However, Chattel loans can be a good option for buyers who are working with a limited budget, or who plan to put their home on a permanent foundation in the future, which could then open up opportunities for refinancing with a more traditional mortgage down the road. Now let's say you found the perfect manufactured home, but it's not currently on a permanent foundation. Don't give up on your dream just yet. Renovation loans can be a fantastic solution in these situations. These loans allow you to finance both the purchase of the home and the cost of renovations, including putting it on a permanent foundation. This means you can bundle everything into one convenient loan and tackle those essential upgrades right away. By investing in a permanent foundation upfront, you're not only increasing the value of your home but also opening up the possibility of securing better financing options in the future. It's a win-win situation. Buying a manufactured home can be an exciting and rewarding journey, especially when you're armed with the right information. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to making smart financial decisions. Before you jump into anything, take the time to understand the ins and outs of permanent foundations and how they affect your financing options. Shop around for the best loan rates and terms, and don't be afraid to ask questions along the way. There are resources available to help you navigate the process, including HUD-approved housing counselors who can provide free guidance and support. Owning a home is a dream worth pursuing, and with a little preparation and the right guidance, you can make that dream a reality.